If you're on Postgres and want to get on PlanetScale, now is a great time to do so. We just released some scripts and some guides to help you easily get from Postgres to PlanetScale. You can look at those in our docs, and there's also some accompanying scripts that we have hosted in GitHub that go along with this. Let's first look at a Postgres database that we'll use as an example. I'll show you the tables that we're working with. This is an example TPCC database. And just to show you there's data in here, let's do a select count on the item 1 table. And in this one, we have 100,000 rows, and there's data in the other tables as well. Let's now go look at our PlanetScale database that I have ready here. And I'll just say show tables, and we'll be able to see that there are no tables in my wholesale database right now, and we will migrate these in here. So I'm already in the directory for these scripts. I've already checked them out of GitHub. We're going to use the Postgres PlanetScale scripts. So we can go ahead and cd in there, and you can see there's an import script. That's what you want to start with. And there's a cleanup script to help you clean up some of the resources that get used after the fact. So I'm going to execute the import script. You got to give each execution an identifier, which I'm saying PG to PS. And then you have to give it the source credentials, which I already have in environment variables. And so I've formatted them in here, as well as the credentials for your target PlanetScale database that you should have already created. And then in this case, I'm going to have it also connect with TLS. So I'm going to go ahead and execute this, and it's going to go through the steps of creating the DMS resources to start this migration, and that's going to take a little time. The migration script has reached the point where data is flowing now between Postgres and PlanetScale. And let's take a look here in the PlanetScale console. So I'll just do a show tables so that we can see that we have all of those tables copied over. And we can just pick one, let's say district. This is a smaller one, and we'll do a select star from district. So in this case, this is a really small table. It only has 12 rows in it. This one is actually completed being copied, whereas some of the other larger ones, data is still flowing and doing a copy right now. Over in the Postgres database, I'm going to insert something into district 1. First, I'll do a select count just so we can confirm over here that we indeed have 12 rows in here. And so then I'm going to insert just kind of a test row. So this is one that has an ID of 30 and a couple other values in there. So I've inserted that in there, and we can see that that row is now here in Postgres. And then I can go over to PlanetScale, and I can do a select star from district. And we can actually see that that new row has already shown up here, and we have a total of 13 rows. This is because Amazon DMS keeps data flowing from the source Postgres to PlanetScale, even if there are, say, additional inserts that happen after the migration has already started. And then once you are ready to fully cut your traffic over on your application to be hosted by PlanetScale, you can then stop the migration on the Postgres side. If you have questions about migrating from Postgres to PlanetScale, reach out and let us know.